This is last season game.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome in here to Lenore Middle School as we are here for the final regular season game here to decide the 1 seed in the Mingo County Championships. Chris Kidd with you, Kevin May alongside me, and Kevin Jones, our engineer, here today for these 3 contests, as we will have a B-team contest, a C-team contest, and an A-team contest. Should be some fun youth football here today as we are getting set for the playing of our national anthem here in just a moment. So let's listen in to the playing of our national anthem.
Whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, was so gallantly streaming, and
Super Bowl 57 national anthem feel going on here before kickoff. And Chris Kidd here with you this afternoon as Mingo Central and Tug Valley set to face off in 3 contests here today. As our first one will be the B team. This is primarily the 8 and 9-year-old division, followed by the C team, which is the youngest kids at 6 and 7, and then the A teams at the 10 and 11-year-old spot. As you see, both B teams now getting set to go out and meet here at midfield. And this has been really hyped all week long coming in here, Kevin, talking about these 2 teams facing off with each other and what could be at stake. So this should be a really interesting clash between these 2.
Yeah, man, I'm looking for a really, really good ball game. I mean, look at the crowd, man. This place is packed out, man. I mean, there is not enough seat here to get it really for everybody. You see the people bringing their own chairs around the football field, but this place is packed, Chris.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think I parked back in Logan County and walked over just before I got here. I said, my goodness. So, yeah, it's definitely a huge crowd here today to try and check out these 2 top teams in the Mingo County youth football polls as they're trying to see who's going to take the top seed coming in. And that really does matter whenever you start getting into tournament play next week. Again, both for home field advantage, both for getting to face off against the lower seed. So a lot at stake here today that maybe a lot of people don't think.
Absolutely.
Now we're getting a few other rosters up here for these 3 games here today. And again, we definitely want to send out a big shout out to United Motorsports helping us bring you the action today. Again, they're our primary sponsor for these contests here this afternoon. So definitely want to send a big shout out to United Motorsports for all their help today.
Yeah, we couldn't do this without Smokey and the guys from United Motorsports. And they was kind enough to bring us some T-shirts up here, Chris. I mean, that, awesome.
I did. You said this is for you. I said, what?
We sure appreciate them, though.
As I said, so far I've gotten a shirt, I've gotten a water. I said, heck, this might be my new home here after a few minutes. I don't get anything free ever.
We'll have to hope some people from Chapmanville might be watching this, so they know to start bringing you some stuff to the press box, right?
I think that's a problem. They know me in Chapmanville, so that's why they don't give me anything. These people aren't too familiar with me yet.
Yeah, but guys, at United Motorsports, you need a side-by-side. They got 3 locations, one in Danville, one in Belfry, and one in Logan. So hit them up, get your side-by-side and all your accessories for side-by-sides there at United Motorsports.
So it looks as if Tug Valley will kick off to begin things. And if you're new to youth football, again, this is an 8-minute quarter sport as opposed to high school where it's 12 minutes. So they play pretty much middle school type rules. And in B team and A team, you do have kickoffs and punts. In C team action, you don't have that traditionally. So it'll be Mingo Central that will receive first. Here today, again, they'll be wearing the baby blue uniforms, Tug Valley, and their traditional black and gray uniforms here today. You see one of the coaches trying to tie one of the shoes.
Well, they run it. Oh, yeah, we can see over there on the other sideline. Tug's got some high school boys over there on the sideline with these little boys, Chris.
Now, they're ineligible, I'm going to imagine. I think that's cheating.
We might be trying to slide them in over there. We don't know.
I was going to say, we've seen it in Little League before.
It's Cameron Sloan.
Holyfield, Cameron Sloan, and who?
I see Holyfield and Sloan. I can't tell who the other one is.
Jaron Maynard.
Jaron Maynard.
But you love to see that and the community support.
Cody Maynard and Cam Sloan.
Okay.
As a kick now will come down. A little squibber will be covered by Mingo at about the 49-yard line as Tug Valley tried a little squibber without the tee that time, just see if they could maybe get an early turnover, but instead Mingo Central get the ball in good field position.
We also want to thank Randy Maynard for getting us here. He does an excellent job running this league for his little league kids for Tug Valley.
Yeah, I talked about it before. I ran a tennis program in Chapmanville for the last 16 years and just gave it up this past year. And, it's tough with not a lot of help. So whenever you do get help, it matters a lot just to be able to get the kids out there to be able to participate in something they enjoy. So, again, definitely send a thank you to Randy and all the people here and at all the leagues that do all this work for these children. As Mingo will come out under center on first down. So they'll hand it off the deep back. Not a whole lot there as breaking through for the stop. Big number 60, Hunter James. Yeah, that's a big boy right there, 226 pounds right off the bat.
Wow.
Breaking through for the stop. That was traditionally who I had to line up against in youth football was guys like him. And needless to say, my football career didn't go much of anywhere.
That's why you ended up playing tennis, right?
Exactly. That's why I decided to announce and just play tennis instead. It was a lot easier that way. Now I just play golf to make myself mad.
That's me too.
That's where I was this morning.
I wish you would have got up with me. I'd have came and played with you.
Yeah, I went over some guys over at Big Ben this morning, so it's been a long morning already. He's coming off the near side. Not a whole lot there as rush coming towards us by Silas Clark. He's swallowed up for no gain on the carry, and it'll be 3rd and 11.
Guys, if you're tuning in, hit that like and share button. Get these numbers up for these young men. This is the battle of Mingo County for the top seed, right?
Yep. Like we said, playoffs start next week. So this is a big matchup here to see who's going to be the top seed, who's possibly going to be the 2 seed in these 3 games. So far, Tug Valley's defensive line has controlled things. And you don't see a ton of passing in youth football unless it's at the A-team division.
Yeah.
So if you play behind the sticks in the B and C team games, it makes life a lot more difficult. So now they're going to go out of the shotgun here.
Look here, he's offside.
Edgeler Smith calling for the snap. They send a man in motion. They hand it off. Reversing field is Clark. Clark trying to turn up field. He's hit. Trying to stay on his feet and does. Gets down to the 45. Still cuts inside. He might have enough for the first down on that carry. What a move by Clark.
Yeah, Chris, I think he got the first down. He got right at the sticks and got knocked out of bounds. But what a cutback by Clark.
He looked to be dead to rights. Right there whenever he was trying to turn and cut up field. And he does have enough, they say, inside the 40 at the 39-yard line. It's the official signals to wind the clock.
I'm telling you, man, I can't believe this crowd here. It's awesome. I mean, this atmosphere is crazy. Like you said, you'd have to park down Cheeches to get here.
I did. I pulled in, and I saw the field out of my periphery whenever I got in, and I said, there's no chance. I just said, I'm going to pull in over here where the teachers park and just call it a day. And I said, I need to get some steps in anyhow. They'll come to the line of scrimmage as we're down to 5:40 to go in the first quarter. Smith operates out of the shotgun again, takes a throw, hands it off, and once again there's Tug Valley in the backfield, able to make the stop. That'll be a loss of 1 on the play, so every running play up the gut right now, there's just not a whole lot of room to operate for the Miners. So again, we've seen them run outside the tackle, and they had success on the run by Clark, but anything in between the guards right now has just been walled off.
Yeah, it's clogged up by Tug Valley. They're big on the interior front there.
Definitely. Again, we talked about one of the guys in the middle, Hunter James. They've got a couple of big boys in there. And now Mingo will come to the line again. He's got Isaiah Stanley in there as well for Tug Valley as they'll come near side. This could be trouble for the Miners, giving ground as Clark trying to get back, and he's going to lose a couple more yards as he tried to string it out, and Tug Valley did a great job of staying disciplined and dropping him for about a 3-4 yard loss.
Yeah, great job by the defense for Tug Valley. We got our man Coach May in the house to help us today. Just got back from a big Florida golf trip. Me and Chris was talking about golf. This man just got back from Florida golfing.
I hope he did better than my 92 today. So. That'll be third down, about 15 here for Mingo on the opening drive of the game. They'll operate again out of the shotgun, Smith, and now they're going to whistle and throw a flag, so it's going to be a false start against Mingo. It's going to drop them back 5 more yards and make this third down and 20. And that makes life excruciatingly difficult in a B-team game in the youth league, unless you've just got a superior athlete. But in a game where you've got teams matched up about as equally as these two, this is going to be a tough ask for the Miners.
Yeah.
Smith takes a snap. He'll look to throw. Lobs one into the flat, intercepted. Picked off by Tug Valley. Here they come. Carson Kirk on the run back. One man to beat inside the 5. He's brought down. Where are they going to spot him at? They say just at the 1.
Wow, almost a pick 6. Got all the way down to the 1, Chris, and got knocked down right at the 1 yard line.
Carson Kirk just jumped that route, got right in front, and able to nearly take it the distance. And Tug Valley now on the doorstep of taking an early lead here in this B-team contest. Valley will take over with the shortest of fields. They'll come out for their first offensive snap of the game with 3:50 remaining in the first quarter. So move everybody around up front. Tug Valley will operate underneath center. They'll sneak it straight ahead, pushing, and into the end zone goes Cash Dotson. A 1 yard touchdown run, and Tug Valley is on the board first. So again, about as quick of a drive as you could ask for. 1 yard, 1 second, and 1 play for the Panthers. And now they'll elect to go for 2 here. Let's see if Mingo may have called a timeout or not.
I think they're just switching up the – looks like they're getting them back out there right now.
And we apologize maybe if we're a little delayed with the ball on this end of the field. Again, we're here in the press box and just trying to lean out as far as we can to try and see the play. Kirk will operate out of the shotgun this time. He just got in behind the big boys on the last play and took it in. He'll take off to the left this time, trying to sprint towards the pylon, and he's in.
No, they caught him out of bounds. They didn't give it to him.
Oh, he stepped out just shy. So big mistake there. Cost them 2 points, but Tug Valley does take a 6-0 lead with 3:48 to go here in the first quarter. We'll be back after this as you're watching youth football action right here on the D&D Sports Network.
Looking for a new healthcare provider? Come see us at Tug Valley Wellness Clinic. We take all patients from the ages 2 and up. Our staff has over 30 years of medical experience. We do everything from DOT physicals, wellness exams, adult and child, walk-in visits, and more. Call us today at 304-236-3601 and reach us Monday through Friday.
Back here live from Lenore, West Virginia, Lenore Middle School. And Tug Valley jumps out first here, Chris.
You get a pick and get it all the way down to the 1 yard line and cash in on the Cash Dodson 1 yard run. And Chris Kidd here, Kevin May and Kevin Jones alongside me this afternoon for this final regular season game of this youth league season, determining the number 1 and number 2 seeds heading into the Mingo County playoffs. It's another high squibber coming near side. Could be dangerous, but it looks like Mingo got on top of it right near midfield. That took a couple of funny hops.
Yeah.
So good. Welcome back, everybody, here on the D&D Sports Network. Chris Kidd, Coach May, and Kevin Jones here with you this afternoon. Here for these 3 games to help see who's going to be the 1 seed in the Mingo County playoffs coming up. And right now, after the interception by Mingo Central, the return to the 1 yard line and the 1 yard run by Cash Dodson, Tug Valley has a 6-0 lead.
I guess you could, Chris, label this as the Mingo County Championship because they're really just going to play once this year. So here well, I don't know. They probably could meet in the playoffs, couldn't they?
Yeah, I was going to say, if they end up 1 and 2 seed, they might meet each other right near the end of the season when it matters most. But this one right here, a big one, could determine home field advantage, could determine who has the easier path to try and get to the championship. Right now, Tug Valley with the lead, 6-0, as Mingo will hand it off. Coming near side, cuts up field, a little bit of space initially. That gets walled off pretty fast as Trayvon Moore on the carry that time picks up about a yard. 2nd down and 9 here for the Miners. There's Mingo.
Yeah, this Tug Valley D, man, they're stout. Just the one big play really a big play, a 10-yard run, 1 first.
So take the snap, gives it off far side, hit in the backfield, breaking loose is Kingston Chapman trying to get to the corner, but he's brought down for another loss. Once again, this pursuing defense of the Panthers has been relentless.
So you shot a 92 today. Yeah, I went to, let's see, I didn't go this Friday, but last Friday I did Logan and Clay County. And I went there that morning and played 18 before the game, and I shot an 86.
I was going to say, the day I shoot an 86, I'm going to let everybody know about that.
Well, that was the best I've played all year, and usually I'm in the low 90s to mid-90s.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's about normally where I end up. I said I get underneath 90 every now and then. Today I had a chance, just number 16, put up a nice little snowman, just take care of that. It's coming near side once again, not a whole lot of room to operate, and Clark's going to get dropped for another loss. And it's really difficult right now for Mingo Central to try and figure out where they want to run the ball again. They've tried up the middle. There's not been anything there. They have one outside the tackle where they reverse field. That created something, but now running east and west doesn't appear to be a great option either.
No, and this puts them 10 yards back. So this defense from Tug Valley actually has them at 0 yards right now because the first series they picked up 10 and now they went back 10. So hats off to this Tug D, man. They're tough.
It's going to be 3rd down and 20 here for Mingo Central. They have the yardstick at 4th down, but I believe it's 3rd and 20 here. Closing in on 1:10 to go in the first quarter. Again, you can't elect a punt in B team action. Again, there's no return typically allowed. But let's see what Mingo comes up with here on 3rd and 20. They tried to throw last time on a 3rd and long, and that's what resulted in the interception. Smith will roll out to the far side. He'll keep it himself. Some good blocking out there. He'll cut up field. Nice little move there to juke a man. Tries to get towards the sideline. He's going to finally run out of room along the far side after about a 5, close to 6 yard pickup. So now it'll be 4th down. Let's see what Mingo Central elects to do here.
They're moving the chains and giving Tug Valley the ball. I guess it was 4th, wasn't it?
I was going to say, I must have missed a play
Yeah.
in there at some point because I thought that was 3rd down. But nevertheless, Tug Valley football, as Mingo doesn't appear to be arguing it at all, so obviously I'm the one that lost track of things. Now that does give good field position here to Tug Valley. And Mingo's defense going to have to try and find a way to slow down Tug Valley. And this big offensive line is this first time we actually get to see them really go mano-a-mano. Under center, they take the snap ball loose on the ground.
Wow.
Tug Valley able to fall on top of it. It's Carson Kirk, the man who had the interception, able to get it back.
They faked the cameraman out. I thought the guy running down the field had the ball.
I was going to say that would have been quite a little oopty-doop right there. Now we're down to 20 seconds. We'll see if Tug Valley gets another play in here. They lost close to 3 yards on that attempt. And it looks like Tug Valley's just going to let the quarter run out, and we'll head to quarter number 2. So a 6-0 lead for the Panthers here in Lenoir, West Virginia. We'll be back after this as you're watching Youth Midget League football action right here on the D&D Sports Network.
Come on down to Ultimate Pond, located in Kermit, West Virginia, where we have all your firearm needs. Need cash? Trade in your gold today. From custom rifles and rifles accessories to the bare bone stock of pistols, we have it all. Come see us today at Ultimate Pond.
Smokey Armstrong here from United Motorsports of Belfry. Looking for your next adventure? We've got the motorcycles, side-by-sides, and ATVs needed to take your riding to the next level. Whether you're hitting the track, enjoying the trails, exploring the open road, or seeking comfort and style, we've got you covered with trusted brands like Honda, Polaris, and Kawasaki. At United Motorsports, we're not just about selling power sports, we're passionate about helping you find the perfect ride. Our team will work with you to customize your vehicle, offer expert advice, and provide top-notch service, no matter where your adventure takes you.
Welcome back, everybody. Chris Kidd here with 5 starting as they're going to face a 2nd and 18 from their own 47-yard line. They'll pitch it back deep. Another flag comes in, and tripping and falling is Dodson on the play. Looked like he found a wet spot on the field, but now let's see what the officials have. That flag came out right after the ball was snapped.
Yeah, they've done a really good – the field looks good, man. They've done a really good job. They've worked hard. I talked to Randy this morning, man. They've been here last couple of days trying to get this place ready, and it looks really, really good for a middle school field.
Yeah, I was going to say, after we had so much rain there for a couple of days, it does appear to be in good shape here for these contests today. This penalty is declined by Mingo after Dotson fell down on the play, so it's going to bring it 3rd down and about 23 here for Tug Valley. They've got Dotson back deep for the shotgun snap here. He'll take it off the right side, tries to turn upfield, finds a gap across midfield, inside the 40. He's got the 1st down and more down the sideline. Dotson in a foot race as we've got a penalty flag down. Dotson is into the end zone, it appears, but flag all the way down back at the 47-yard line.
I think that's coming back, Chris. We'll look at the refs here and see what they say.
The official comes towards us, and yes, this will be a holding.
Yep. Coming back.
All 58 yards of that going to come back.
Or Tug. Yeah, that's a nice touchdown run of about, 60 yards, and it gets called back?
Yes,
Holding penalty.
58 yards on a 3rd and 23. So it'll be 3rd down a little bit longer now as both teams take the long march back to the line of scrimmage and then some. They'll spot it at about the 36.5-yard line. So it's going to bring up 3rd down in basically Mingo County now for the Panthers. You can see what Kirk can do if you get him the ball in a little bit of space. Tug Valley's really just hurt themselves on this drive. They had a fumbled snap, a penalty, then fell down on another snap. And now a holding penalty after a big long run by Kirk. It's going to be 3rd down and forever here for Tug Valley. As Kirk will keep it coming near side this time, looking for a hole, can't find one, and he'll just go down at the 35-yard line after another loss on the play. And now it's going to be 4th down and 30 officially. And Tug Valley, let's see if they elect to go for it here or not. Again, they can punt it away if they so choose. As we said, punting units in youth league football, you're maybe going to gain a little bit of space on it. So they may just elect to try and go for it and see if maybe they can spring Kirk on a run here like they did a moment ago. Down to 6.5 minutes to play in the first half. Kirk has a convoy lined up on the far side with him. He'll roll that way, takes off, across the 40, 45, the 50, and he's going to be finally caught and brought down from behind. But just about as good as a punt right there for Tug Valley as they get some of that field position back, and Mingo will take over on their side of the 50.
Yeah, that's about like a punt in Little League football, right?
Yeah, so I think that's just fine. I think that's all Tug Valley was looking for there, was just try and get some of the field position back. They got about 17 yards of it back. So I'd say that's about what you'd normally get on a punt anyway in youth league football. So now Mingo's going to try and see if they can find an answer for this Tug Valley defense, as they've not been able to do much of anything thus far.
Being stout, haven't they?
Yeah, this Tug Valley front's just been a nightmare for Mingo to try and navigate. They'll come to the line of scrimmage. Smith will operate out of the shotgun again. Smith takes a handoff, takes it to the outside. He's grabbed and he's hit and he's brought down once again. Excellent job, Tatum Perry, coming up and making the initial hit, and he was able to stop Smith right in his tracks for a big loss. That'll be a loss of 7 officially on the play. Yeah, Mingo's tried about every option they have right now, and they just still found nothing but negative yardage except for 1 or 2 plays.
We want to thank United Motorsports for sponsoring today's game. They got 3 locations, one in Danville, one in Logan, and one in Belfry, and they are the primary sponsor. They're what made this happen today here, Coach. And we got a timeout on the field. As they take one, we will too. We'll be right back on the D&D Sports Network.
Come on down to Treasures Unlimited in Kermit, West Virginia, and let us fill all your shopping needs. It's the holiday season. Don't be left without a gift to give. We got 90-day layaway, delivery. We got the best prices around. We will beat anybody's prices. We have a little bit of everything for everyone. 7 days a week we're open, Monday through Thursday, 10 to 6, Friday through Saturday, 10 to 7, Sunday, 11 to 6. Also, come find a treasure in our pallet bins. We got great deals. You never know what you'll find in our bins. That's Treasures Unlimited in Kermit, West Virginia. We look forward to seeing you.
It'll be 2nd down and 17 now for the Miners. Out of the timeout. 5:41 left here in the first half. 6-0 lead for Tug Valley. Smith will hand it off. Once again, Tug Valley breaks through, as this may be a face mask coming in. As it Looked like it was barely a face mask, but just enough to draw the flag.
Got the flag. And I don't think there's a 5-yard in the Little League football, is there? It's all 15 probably, right?
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, it looks like it's going. Well, they did signal 5. So maybe it is just an incidental one, as it looked like it was Hunter James that caught a piece of it. So it will just be, and I think that's a good call too. It looked to be incidental whenever it happened, and it just looked like he kind of grazed his face mask more than anything.
Daryl McCoy says, thanks to United Motorsports and Thomas A. Armstrong for helping give these kids this platform on D&D Sports Network. Yeah, thanks for Smokey and the boys there at United Motorsports.
Absolutely, and like we said, we're an interactive broadcast, so anybody that wants to chime in, have a let's go, or send us a shout out to anybody, please feel free to here on the D&D Sports Network. It'll be 2nd down and 14 here for the Miners as we approach 5 minutes to go in the first half. Smith will operate out of the shotgun. Looks to throw, quick little string to the outside, completes it, but once again, not a whole lot to operate with, but Clark turns, finds some space upfield. Here he goes across midfield. Down the sideline, he gets by a defender. He's to the 20, he's to the 10, and Clark is gone. Touchdown, Mingo, on a fantastic run by Silas Clark. So that is twice now that Silas Clark has turned something out of absolutely nothing, and really just 2 plays Mingo Central's had that have been positive have both come from Clark. And this one, he breaks free all the way into the end zone for a touchdown with 4:42 left in the second quarter. Now Mingo, after being outclassed somewhat here in the first half, has a chance to take the lead
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I mean, you're just one big play right there, and then, bam, you're back in the ball game with a chance to take the lead.
That's why you just hang around and hang around. You never know how a game's going to flip or start to turn. And this is a big momentum changer right now in Mingo's favor. They're trying to get situated. It looks like they may not be lined up the way they want to. But now they're ready to go as Smith takes a snap, hands it off, and getting through.
Pokes through.
C.J. Jackson for the 2-point conversion, and Mingo now leads at 8-6 with 4:42 left in the half. We'll be back after this as you're watching Youth League football action right here on the D&D Sports Network.
It's wintertime rearing its ugly head. You don't want to be stuck on the side of the road alone. Let Western Auto make sure your vehicle is up to date and ready for the harsh winters of southern West Virginia. Also, don't forget Western Auto is a certified steel dealer. So just in time for the holiday season, put a smile on your loved one's face. Come see us at Western Auto in Kermit, West Virginia. Let us take care of all your automotive needs.
Eight to 6 now in favor of Mingo Central on Silas Clark's touchdown run after the pass and catch from Ezra Smith. Chris Kidd here, Coach May and Kevin Jones alongside me. As Tug Valley will get the ball back here as Mingo will kick off for the first time. And Doug does get the ball to start the second half as well, but now you kind of got to feel like you just got gut punched a little bit if you're Tug Valley after the way the first half has gone.
Big run by Clark just to get down the sideline, breaks a couple tackles, and he's in and gives Mingo the lead.
Liam Blackburn will kick it off. This one may not make it 10 yards as it comes to the 49 and dies just there. As Mingo will kill it right there. And Tug Valley will operate in good field position to start this drive.
Speaking of Mingo, we've got a big game Friday night on Minor Mountain between the undefeated Logan Wildcats and the undefeated Mingo Central Miners.
It is. We've got some big games locally coming up soon. Again, like you said, that one this Friday. Then you got Chapmanville and Mingo, Chapmanville and Logan. I mean, there's a lot of games coming up with potential undefeated teams going at each other.
Yeah, and Tug went down to Wayne and got a big win against a AA team Friday night. So Tug Valley looking good. Got Bryson Eli back. That makes a difference, man.
It really does. And I said after Tug Valley had that tough loss to Mingo to start the season, they've really come on here as of late. They'll go back to work now on first down. Hand off. Hit in the backfield.
What number is that?
That may be Blackburn, the one that just kicked off, and it was.
52, yeah, wow. What? He blew that play plumb up.
Boy, Liam Blackburn, what a job by him breaking through for about a 2-yard loss, but after the hit he laid on, it feels even more significant than just a 2-yard loss. You can't fault Tug Valley on that. There just wasn't a whole lot they could do.
No, I mean, he break through the line. He almost took the handoff.
Mm-hmm. So that's where you just congratulate the ball carrier and say, thank God you hung on to the football.
Yeah.
Now Tug Valley, as we said, after taking that punch to the gut a moment ago,
momentum's kind of took a swing here
yeah,
to the Miners.
Mingo's doing dances and everything
Yeah.
at the line of scrimmage now. You can tell that they've definitely got themselves into this game.
The energy's pumped up here.
Now Dotson out of the shotgun, low snap, hands it off to Kirk. Kirk on the outside, down the 40, the 35. He's got the first down and more. And nice run by Kirk. Perhaps gets a little momentum back here for the Panthers.
Yeah, nice run by Kirk. Get to the outside, picks up, what, about 15 on the play?
And that's what I said. You know, Tug Valley, whenever they've been able to operate, haven't had penalties, haven't hurt themselves on offense, they've had big gains over and over again. As they wind the clock now with 3.5 minutes to play in the first half. 8-6 lead for Mingo Central. And Tug Valley getting set up after a near pick six. And Mingo on the long run by Clark. Able to get their scores on the board here early on. Dotson under center, hands it off. Once again, nearly blew up the plate at Mingo. As coming near side is Kirk, and he'll pick up good yardage inside the 30-yard line down to about the 28, a pickup of about 5 on the carry. And for Tug Valley, you also want to kind of run the clock some here. Again, you get the ball to start the third. You'd like to be able to have close to the last possession of this half if you can. And you see them huddling up now, taking their time. And for Tug Valley, definitely the number one thing is to score. So you'll take it whenever you can get it. But if you can score and run out most of this clock as well, that's a huge benefit to you going into halftime. Again, they'll operate out of the shotgun. Dotson, low snap. He'll pick it up, takes off to the outside, cuts upfield, has some space inside the 20, in a foot race to the corner, and Dotson will win it. Touchdown, Tug Valley, and they retake the lead with 2:17 left in the half.
Answer back quick there by the Panthers.
As we said, they've had some big plays, had a touchdown called back on the last possession as well, but this time they marched straight down the field and get that lead back almost immediately after surrendering it 2 minutes earlier. Now they'll go for two. Again, they nearly got the first one as they stepped out of bounds, Dotson did, just prior to getting into the end zone.
Yeah, this has been a game of big plays so far here, Chris.
That's what we kind of felt coming in. A lot of explosive plays, whether it be defense or offense. We've definitely gotten that through about the first 14 minutes of this contest. Dotson will operate out of the shotgun. He'll take it, roll to the far side, looking to throw. Now he'll tuck it and run, and gets to the corner, and he's in. 2-point conversion good. And Tug Valley leads it now 14-8 with 2:17 left in the second quarter. We'll be back after this as you're watching youth football with us here on the D&D Sports Network.
If you're looking for a friendly and fun atmosphere to enjoy your daily cuisine, come to Cheech's Pizza in Lenore, West Virginia. Cheech's Pizza has world-renowned cheese sticks, delicious pizza, and the best subs in the pizza and pasta game. Don't forget to take advantage of our milkshake shop located inside. Bring your family down to meet ours. We are the place that treats you like family from the second you pull in the parking lot. We look forward to seeing you here at Cheech's Pizza.
Back here live from Lenore, West Virginia, Lenore Middle School. Tug Valley just takes the lead 14-8 on a big run by Cash down the sideline.
Yes, that was a huge momentum swing right back to Tug Valley. After they gave up the lead moments ago to Mingo Central, now they retake it at 14-8. And again, we want to thank United Motorsports helping us bring you all the action today here from Lenoir Middle School. It's the final regular season game heading into the Mingo County Championships next week, and this will help decide the 2 top seeds going into the tournament starting next week. Tug Valley set to kick off again. This one will head up field as fielded about the 41, trying to field it, and now finally picking it up is Clark, and he gets leveled on the play by Kirk. Now Mingo Central, after finding some success on that little wide receiver screen last time, they've had their difficulty running the ball in the first half. But can they sustain some of the offensive momentum they had at the end of that last drive? They'll have it at about the 38-yard line. 2:11 to go in the first half. And Tug Valley, I believe, has all 3 of their timeouts, and Mingo has 2 remaining. So I'd say you'll see both sides electing on when they want to use some timeouts here, depending on how these first play or 2 unfolds. Smith lined up in the shotgun. And before we get play snap, Mingo's going to burn another timeout. So we'll step aside as well and be back after this as you're watching Youth League football here on the D&D Sports Network.
If you're looking for a friendly and fun atmosphere to enjoy your daily cuisine, come to Cheech's Pizza in Lenoir, West Virginia. Cheech's Pizza has world-renowned cheese sticks, delicious pizza, and the best subs in the pizza and pasta game. Don't forget to take advantage of our milkshake shop located inside. Bring your family down to meet ours. We are the place that treats you like family from the second you pull in the parking lot. We look forward to seeing you here at Cheech's Pizza.
Back here live from Lenoir, West Virginia. We'd like to thank United Motorsports and Smokey Armstrong for sponsoring today's game. They're the reason, guys, this is making it happen. They got 3 locations, one in Danville, one in Logan, and one in Belfry, Kentucky. For all your side-by-side, if you want a new side-by-side, hit them up. If you need accessories, hit up United Motorsports.
That's Kevin Jones. I'm Chris Kidd here with Coach May as well on this Sunday afternoon. Mingo, after calling their second timeout, now run their first play of this set as they give it off to Clark. He gets away from the first defender, cuts up field at the 40, now jukes back inside before he's brought down at the 45-yard line. So they'll keep the clock running now as we have 2 minutes to play in the first half. And that's a nice gain there of about 7, close to 8 yards.
Yes, nice run.
Again, that gets Mingo into a situation now they can call a couple of different plays. They're not playing behind the sticks, and I think that's the biggest thing for them right now is just don't play behind the sticks, try and get ourselves in manageable situations where we can still run the ball the way we want to. So they huddle up here on 2nd down and 3 from the 45, down to 90 seconds left in the half. And that does change Tug Valley's tactics now possibly as maybe they thought about calling timeouts, trying to get the ball back, but if Mingo gets the first down, I'd say that strategy goes out the window. Now we'll get a whistle, and the official calls for his own timeout here. I tell you what, that's some disciplined offensive line play by Mingo's left side right there. They're not taking the bait. They're not getting a false start.
They stayed. That's tough by Little League kids, isn't it?
Yeah, they stayed in their stance the whole time. So you got to be proud if you're the line coach for Mingo.
They can't get down back up like that.
Mingo said Smith will take the handoff and busted.
Oh!
And Smith has to eat it as he is brought down in the backfield. Sack on the play by Hunter James as miscommunication by Mingo cost them about 5 yards there, and a quick timeout called by Mingo, their last of the first half. We'll be back after this as you're watching Youth League football here on the D&D Sports Network.
If you was pushed out of the area because of loss of work in the coal industry, look no longer. Jim Marr is here for you. Jim Marr is now hiring for all positions in the coal field. Stop by their offices in Logan, West Virginia or in Wheeling, West Virginia and apply today.
Game, I tell you something.
52 seconds left now here in the first half. Tug Valley used their last timeout. A little surprised, or excuse me, Mingo used their last timeout, but I was a little surprised Mingo elected to use that. Tug still has all three in their back pocket. And if Mingo doesn't get this first down, Tug Valley definitely going to use the timeout to try and get the ball back and see if they can do something before halftime. Smith in the shotgun here on 3rd down and 8. Looks to throw, fires out, intercepted again! Once again, Carson Kirk jumps the route, and this time he will reach the end zone. Touchdown, pick 6.
That's 2 times in a row. Mingo's tried that pass play, Chris, and it has not worked.
Carson Kirk has just read it like a cheap dime store novel, and he has got 2 interceptions here in the first half, one all the way down to the 1-yard line, this one all the way to the house. And that opens up a 2-possession lead now for Tug Valley with 42.3 seconds left in the half. So that really does change the complexion of this game now, because Tug gets the ball to start the 3rd quarter as well. And now they can even start to look at trying to run clock as well when they come out in the 3rd quarter with that touchdown. So much changes because of that.
Now, was Kirk the one that got the first interception too?
Yes, sir.
So, I mean, he was nobody getting him this time, was he? He wasn't getting called at the one this time.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think he was destined to get in after feeling like he maybe should have reached it on the first attempt. Rolling out, Kirk will unleash it. It's caught, and 2-point conversion is good.
That was cash.
Nice job there by Dodson, able to complete it to Kirk. I got a little ahead of myself for the 2-point conversion. It's now a 22-8 lead near the end of the first half. Back after this as you're watching Youth League football on the D&D Sports Network.
Come on down to Three Guys Pizza and Brew in Williamson, West Virginia. We're located on the corner of Harvey Street and 3rd Avenue. We got great deals on pizzas, sandwiches, and more. You get great service with great pricing. Enjoy your birthday or ball games with us here at Three Guys Pizza and Brew. Look forward to seeing you.
Back here live from Lenore Middle School. Tug Valley 22, Mingo Central 8. We'd like to thank United Motorsports for sponsoring today's event, and we can't make it happen without them, Chris, the main sponsor for today.
Absolutely. We want to thank them big time for helping us bring you the action here today from Lenore Middle School, determining who's going to be the top 2 teams going into the Mingo County Championship starting next week. And right now, Tug Valley leading at 22-8 here in this B team contest. Again, we've still got 2 more games coming your way today as well. The C team and A teams going to come up following this. So stay with us here today on the D&D Sports Network. A little squib kick into the middle, fielded by Mingo. And now they don't have any timeouts remaining and have the ball at midfield. But if you're Mingo again, I'd say you probably give it to Clark maybe once or twice, see if he can spring something like he did earlier in this half. But other than that, I think if you're Mingo, you definitely just want to protect the ball and not have another turnover.
Yeah, he definitely has the playmaking ability. I'm like you, give it to him a couple times. You don't want to give Tug Valley the ball back here because they're very explosive on offense.
Yeah, again, we've seen them go right down the field.
They got no
2 times here thus far. Again, one of them had a touchdown call back. The other drive resulted in a touchdown. And then 2 interceptions thus far here today by Carson Kirk. Both set up a touchdown, and he scored one himself just a moment ago. So let's see what Mingo's strategy is here. 1st and 10 from midfield. Looks like trying to get a man off the field here as Lane Reynolds comes off at the last second, and now a flag's going to come down.
Delay game.
Yeah, delay of game right there against Mingo, and they've got no timeouts to protect themselves against it, so they'll have to back up 5 yards. So now I'd say if this first play doesn't do anything for Mingo, they'll probably just call today for this first half. Smith will operate out of the shotgun. Clark comes in motion. They'll give it off to him. Clark trying to turn the corner. Tug Valley out there, but Clark gets there inside the 45 and steps out of bounds wisely at about the 41. A pickup about 14 on the play.
It's a heads-up play for a young kid to know the time. If we step out of bounds, don't try to get no extra yards, get tackled in bounds, and the half's over.
Absolutely. And that's what you love right there, because you get some players that are just athletes or players that like to play, but then you get students of the game.
Yeah.
And students of the game are really the ones that you love to coach right there, because they understand situations, circumstances a little bit better. And those are the kids you can really start to see excel a little bit more. So if they're looking at it, watching it, whenever they're not there playing it, that's usually a good sign. So now it'll be 1st and 10. They gave him the 40-yard line, so a 15-yard pickup and all. Mingo with no timeouts here, so anything that's in the field of play could be detrimental to them right now. Seeing the man in motion, Clark again. They give it off to him. Looked like they were trying to go to a reverse, but Clark able to fall on it back at the 44. Now Mingo's going to have to hurry up if they want to try and get one more play off. Down to 20 seconds. Looks like the coach is trying to get them to get up and maybe spike the ball, but Smith drops back into the shotgun. They get set, snap it, and now Smith will down it with 11.8 seconds.
Yeah, they're going to try to get maybe some kind of little trick play in here before the half and try to score.
Yeah, it's really all they could have in their back pocket right now. You saw they tried to do it on the last play. They got blown up and didn't have much of a chance. Now they head over to the coaches to try and talk. And Mingo's got to remember here they don't have any timeouts, so they've got to get in quickly whatever it is that they're going to call, or else they could be facing another delay of game penalty. Now they'll come out to the line of scrimmage. Again, the referees keeping the play clock on their own watches. And Smith's got to be careful here. He's had 2 interceptions in the first half.
Definitely going to the other side. One play.
Now they just get the play off, and it's botched in the backfield, loose on the field, and Tug Valley will cover it up with 9.3 seconds to go. And now Tug Valley will have a last opportunity.
They got to play. You never know. Tug Valley's got to play here before the half, right?
Yeah, I was going to say they've got at least one chance here, maybe even 2, as they've got all their timeouts. And now it looks like Tug Valley wants to talk things over here with 9.3 seconds to go. So we'll be back right after this as you're watching Youth League football on the D&D Sports Network.
Turn the big on.
If you've been catering to an old injury, or you're tired of them nagging aches and pains, come by and see us at Hill Chiropractic. Dr. Brian Mallory is erasing the pain out of his patients' lives. We look forward to seeing you at one of our locations in Madison and Logan. Hill Chiropractic, making lives better.
Back here live from Lenore Middle School. Tug Valley's going to have one last play here, Chris, to try to punch one in before the half and extend this lead.
Yeah, I was going to say, if they could somehow spring one right here, you talk about devastating to Mingo Central's chances going into halftime. Again, they led it 8-6 midway through this quarter, when they scored to go ahead, and Tug Valley scored twice since then. They also get the ball to start the third quarter. So this play right here could loom large, as we've seen Tug Valley have several big plays already in this first half. Now they're going to send.
Kirk's dropping back in quarterback, right?
Yeah, they've got him running quarterback. Dotson comes out to the near side. Tug Valley's going to go into their bag of tricks. Now they'll send Dotson in motion. They'll give it off to him, but a flag comes out immediately, so this is likely going to go against Tug Valley. And somehow 9/10 of a second came off the clock during all that. Yeah, it looks like they're going to call a legal formation here against Tug Valley. It's the final 2 minutes of this half have taken longer than the rest of the half so far.
The first, I guess you say 14 minutes went by quick. In these last 2 minutes, I think it's gone as long as the first 14.
Yes, it has. I don't know what the long discussion is over on the far side, but
yeah.
So again, they're talking with the Tug Valley coaches extensively over on the far side right now.
Give me one.
Still talking. So let's see if the officials finally have a say here on what's going to happen. So they do call the false start. Pretty well figured that. But I don't really understand what the long discussion is on the far side with the Tug Valley coaches. They did run a few extra seconds off on the game clock after that. Yeah, this is taking a while.
They
over
still
a
haven't
5-yard
figured it
penalty.
out, right?
Yeah, I was going to say, you would think there was going to be massive ejections or something after that. It was just a false start.
We got 3 seconds left, so Tug Valley's got one more play in him here, Chris.
Perhaps.
Yeah,
we'll say perhaps.
Could be another penalty, right?
And this first half may come to an end eventually. Now it looks like we may finally get to run another play here.
I mean, I'm a big Bengals fan, okay? And I think Flacco will get probably knocked out of the game in the first quarter.
He might die today.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Behind that offensive line, he can't move, and he's 40. Yeah, he's done.
Now, final play of the half maybe, and it's once again a botched snap, and Tug Valley's going to burn another timeout. So, like we said, we're going to get to halftime perhaps eventually. But
hey, you can't take them with you, right?
I was going to say one more play perhaps now.
You can't take them timeouts with you. And with their playmaking ability and their quick strikes, I mean, you never know here. Yeah.
Well, now the officials just say
Okay,
run it out, so I think even the officials have had enough of this first half, and they finally call it dead. So we do reach halftime finally here in this B-team contest, 22-8 lead for Tug Valley. We'll be back for the third quarter after this as you're watching Youth League football right here on the D&D Sports Network.
And welcome back here at Lenore Middle School. We're having a Tug Valley Little League sponsored by United Motorsports. Locations in Danville, Logan, Belfry, Kentucky. Got Chris Kidd, KJ, Coach May. KJ give the mic up for whatever reason. Kevin Jones, he's dead beating on us.
He had enough of me after one half.
Yeah, that's what it was. Chris said he'd talked enough.
Oh, and there's a whiff on that kick.
That looks like Kevin Jones on a golf course. On his tee-ball whiff, you know. And then that's a practice swing.
Yeah, I was going to say, Blackburn got it like a little bit off the tee, but that was just a swing and a miss almost on that one. And that's where Tug Valley's going to get the ball at, is right there at the 40-yard line. So there's a big.
You really hate to see that. We're making light of it, but really that's a bad deal. I
saw that before in a youth league game where it was just a swing and a whiff, and I said, you'll have that at these levels, so Tug Valley now will take the benefit of it.
You'd almost thought it would have been a re-kick, though, but I guess he made contact with the ball.
That's what's on the golf course. That's one of those, no, that's just practice swing.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Coach does that a lot.
So now Tug Valley will have excellent starting field position here to start their opening drive.
Says the guy that has never beaten me.
Oh, is he over there talking smack?
Yeah.
So they'll run it here on first down. Trying to get the outside is Dotson, and does get there to the 35-30 down the left sideline before he's finally made contact with as they run the clock. And now elect to stop it just inside about the 25-yard line, maybe spotted about the 21 here.
Dotson with a nice gain there. Chris, he's really fast, got some elusive moves for a young kid.
Again, he's had a terrific first half. He and Carson Kirk both have been outstanding thus far. Now Tug Valley trying to take a 3-touchdown lead on this trip. They can punch this in. Again, Mingo had an 8-6 lead momentarily in the second quarter. And ever since then, it's been all Tug.
Tug Valley scored first. Mingo Central responded quickly, and since then, Tug Valley's been all gas.
Dalton calls for the snap. Tough snap, but he gets it off. He hands it off to Kirk. Kirk cuts back inside after a couple of nifty moves and picks up a couple of yards after it looked like they weren't going to get much of anything out of that.
And put him in a blender there. Spin cycle.
It was a nice little 3-yard pickup and a lot going on.
Fumbled snap, and somehow Dotson gets it up, still gets a hand off Kirk. Nice spin move, making something out of what could have been nothing.
It'll be second down about 7 here for Tug Valley. Like we said, with a 2-touchdown lead as well, they can take their time on the offensive side as they have been these first few snaps. So they'll come to the line of scrimmage. Dotson will go under center. He'll hand it off. Ball fumbled, though, trying to pick it up is Kirk, and it finally bounced back into his lap as he was falling forward. So a break for Tug Valley. That's really been the only issue Tug Valley's kind of had on the offensive side thus far, is just being able to get the snap and the exchanges done. Other than that, they've had a lot of success.
You know, and that's repetition, but things move a little faster at game speed.
Again, this is the B team contest. C team will be coming up at the conclusion of this game. And then we'll have the A teams to finish things out later on here tonight. So in the shotgun, Dotson. An empty backfield. He'll take it himself out to the outside. Tries to give ground. Now turns upfield. He's grabbed and slung out of bounds at about the 15, but they say wind the clock here as his contact was made prior to him getting to the boundary.
Pretty good job there by Ezra Smith for the Miners there in contain. Dotson's not an easy kid to keep inside.
Again, Tug Valley player a little slow to get up right now. finally able to reach his feet. So it'll be 4th down, about 4 now for the Panthers. As we said, they've gone to work on this clock here in the second half thus far as they've erased 3 minutes here on this opening drive. Tug Valley trying to make sure they've got the right play. You got to figure it's going to end up in Dodson or Kirk's hands here.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing them go back to the little run pass option they ran for the 2-point conversion earlier.
Whistle and a timeout called with 4:29 to play here in the first half, or in the third quarter, excuse me. We'll be back after this as you're watching Youth League football here on the D&D Sports Network.
Southside Buildings and Carports and Southside Shed Hunters of Louisa, Kentucky offers shed hauling services up to 16 by 52 long buildings. We also have lofted cabins, utility cabins, garages, man caves, she sheds that you can customize and order to your wants and needs with many different options such as workbenches, shelving, transom windows, and much more. You can go to the location or buy using 3D Builder's online order system. You can build right from your own home. We offer metal garages and carports that are built to any size and installed right on your property. For more info, call 304-928-0060 or 304-928-0062. Here at Southside Buildings and Carports, we've got you covered.
Big 4th down coming up now for Tug Valley out of the timeout. Mingo Central in desperation mode trying to find a stop. Chris Kidd here with you. Alongside me, Coach May and Kevin Jones on this Sunday afternoon. Again, this is our first of 3 games here today. It's a good starting field position for Tug Valley.
This feels like a big play for Mingo.
And they went with a hard count. It looks like they might have gotten Mingo to jump again. Let's see if Mingo's induced or not.
I think maybe.
And it is.
Tug Valley very fortunate there, Chris. I think number 7 may have moved a little bit.
They do call encroachment instead. So that's going to give Tug Valley an easy first down now. And it'll be 1st and goal to go for the Panthers. As I said, trying to take a 3-touchdown lead on this trip and almost essentially put this game out of reach. Keeping it is Dotson as he goes to the outside, cuts back inside. Nice move there, cuts back to the outside again. Dotson is going to get to the end zone. What a move by Dotson in order to get Tug Valley on the board early here in this third quarter.
I tell you, that's a really good run by Dotson. Good block by Kirk out there on that edge, too. He took I think it's the corner playing up, took him plumb to the outside where Dotson had room to cut it back up.
It's now a 20-point lead for the Panthers. They'll go for 2 here as they're 2 for 3 thus far today on 2-point conversions. See if they can build this to a 22-point margin. Dotson this time will line up in the shotgun. It's an empty backfield. Dotson will keep it as he rolls out, looks to throw, fires, and caught. 2-point conversion good, and it's now a 30-8 lead for the Panthers with 4:25 to go in the third quarter. We'll be back after this as you're watching Youth League football right here on the D&D Sports Network.
Who's sponsoring us today?
United.
Hi, everybody. Dave Baker here for Citizens Bank of Kentucky. Do you want to love your car even more? How about putting extra cash in your pocket each month by refinancing with new low rates at CBK? It is fast. It's easy. All you have to do is log on to wearecitizens.bank.
And we're back here. Lenore Middle School, Tug Valley Youth League football. Mingo Central, Tug Valley. Want to thank United Motorsports for sponsoring today's games. Locations in Danville, Logan, Belfry, Kentucky. Visit United Motorsports. Get you a side-by-side, UTV, four-wheeler. All your dirt track needs. See Smokey Armstrong, he'll hook you up.
Chris Kidd here with you, alongside me, Coach May, Kevin Jones. As Tug Valley has blown this game open now, leading at 30-8 with 4:25 to go in the third quarter.
This whole crew needs some stuff and some pops.
As Tug Valley set to kick off here. Again, it was an 8-6 lead for Mingo Central, but it's been a 24-0 run here by Tug Valley, as this one will get back deep inside the 40, fielded there by Clark. Clark breaks it to the outside. He's got some space. Here he comes. He's been the most dangerous man on the field for Mingo today, and he'll get a good return, but a flag down back near midfield, a couple of flags down.
I think we're going to get a block in the back.
It's been that type of afternoon for the Miners offensively. No, I'm good.
And we got Mingo with the block in the back here. And you know, Chris, it started with Tug Valley's defense. You had Carson Kirk with the pick six, and he's had 2 interceptions. He showed some great hands today throughout this game. Got a couple of 2-point conversion receptions. Great mitts.
And now they're going to have to start from the 41-yard line. As the officials call for time, as a Tug Valley player needing to tie his shoe over along the far side.
I think that ought to be the first practice in all sports from midget league to high school is double knots. Teach a kid the double knot in the shoe time. Basketball players drive me nuts.
I agree.
Well, leave mine alone. Don't worry about mine.
I agree. That's one of the little things, you know, even like John Wooden showing his players how to wear their socks properly.
Yeah. I mean, but the double knot, I mean, just double knot it and you never have to worry about it. It drives me. Or put a piece of tape around it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I still to this day double knot mine. And so if it comes untied, I'm like, what?
Me too.
Now here comes Mingo in desperate need of some sort of an offensive drive here to try and climb back into this. They trail it by 22. And Smith trying to get everybody situated. So give it off, coming near side.
That's Pruitt.
It's a nice cut inside that time as Pruitt picks up a couple of yards up to about the 43, so it'll bring up 2nd down and 8 now.
Good job there by Murphy on the defensive side of the ball for the Panthers.
Go under the midway point of this third quarter. And C teams coming up next. And second game scheduled to start at 4:30. That is not going to happen right now.
Never. Not a chance, right?
Yeah, I was going to say, I've not been to too many youth football outings where things have actually gone on time.
No.
Now under center goes Smith here on 2nd and 8.
Big gap over here in this.
It's 3-back set here for the Miners, and we're going to get a flag.
I think we're going to have offsides on Tug Valley. I think they were lined up in the neutral zone.
It looked like Mingo Central's coaches were trying to tell the official about it. He said, "Don't worry, I've got it."
Oh yeah, he wasn't very happy that they were just pointing it out, making sure he saw it, right? Chris Kidd's got his Bengals attire on today. He kind of looks like Joe Flacco over there.
I was going to say, don't tell everybody I'm a Bengals fan.
Hey, I'm a Bengals fan and proud of it, Chris. Joe's going to throw for 5 touchdowns and 300 yards today. Set records.
That happens, I'll give you my paycheck for today. I'd gladly give it up for that. They'll hand it off to Clark on the far side. Clark trying to get to the outside, just does. Now slams on the brakes and able to fall forward for a few yards. And he's right near the first down marker.
And they're going to give him the first down.
So that was a good cut by Clark. And that'll move the chains here for Mingo.
Clark for Mingo's a nice athlete.
Yeah, he's been the offense thus far today for the B team.
And like you said earlier, between Cash Dawson and Kirk, Tug Valley's got a pretty potent connection there for a B team football.
So I said, usually at this level, it comes down to either who's got the bigger boys or who's got the better athlete.
And right now, Tug Valley looks to have a little of both. They got some big kids up on that line, too.
Absolutely. So now it'll be 1st and 10. And Smith drops back, and he's hit immediately and brought down as he'll be sacked for about a yard loss back near the 49.
I think that was number 30. 32 got in there first for the Panthers.
I'm like, it would appear to be Perry who got in there, like you said, Coach. He's made a couple of big defensive plays thus far today. Mingo gets the line of scrimmage now on 2nd down and 11. Smith will go under center. Again, 3 backs in the backfield. He'll hand it off. Coming near side, but once again, play made by Tug, but flags come flying in from everywhere as they get a face mask. Yeah, they are going to get a face mask called here against Kirk.
I really didn't see that.
Yeah, I'm like you. I didn't totally see it.
Which, I mean, they're right on top of it, but it looked like to me he grabbed him by the front of the jersey.
Yeah, I kind of thought he got him around the shoulder pads at first. He may have grazed the face mask as he was coming through, but they're going to call that a 15-yarder.
Evidently, they had a better view than us. I've said it 100 times. They couldn't give me no amount of money to be a referee.
No. I said to a small degree, I think you have to almost hate yourself to some sense to be a referee.
Yeah, it is absolutely self-torture and punishment. It has to be.
It is, because I said the poor guys and women that do this, I said, if you do a good job, nobody cares, and if you do a bad job, everyone's on you about it.
Well, you go home every night with half the people in the stands not liking you, period.
Exactly. Yeah, so I have a lot of respect for the people
I do
to do it.
Absolutely.
That'll be 1st and 10 for Mingo at about the 37 of Tug Valley. Smith looking to throw, has no one to go to, and now he's going to get wrapped up, and he's going to be sacked back across the 40-yard line.
That's Kirk and Dempsey, I think, in there. Number 7, is that Dempsey?
I believe so, and now we get
Carson Kirk. He's been phenomenal on defense all day with the 2 picks and the pick 6.
now timeout called by Mingo. So we'll be back right after this as you're watching Youth League football right here on the D&D Sports Network.
Getting ready for sports means protecting those eyes. Up to 90% of sport-related eye injuries can be prevented with proper eye protection. White Eye Care knows this and is committed to providing the best protective sportswear for your child's eyes. As a proud sponsor of our community sports programs, we want to see our kids protected, from the little ones up to the big leagues. Our huge selection of eyewear makes finding that perfect pair easy. So win big this season. Call White Eye Care in Logan for an appointment today.
And we're back here at Lenore, West Virginia, Tug Valley Midget League Football. You got the Tug Valley Panthers, Mingo Central Miners. Today's game's brought to you by Smokey Armstrong, United Motorsports, with locations in Danville, Logan, and Belfry, Kentucky. Visit Smokey, get yourself a new toy to play in the dirt on.
Now 35 seconds left here in the third quarter. 30-6 or 30-8 lead for Tug Valley as Smith lobs it into the flat, completes it. Nowhere to go though for Clark as he's going to get walloped for a loss on the play, but now we get another flag on the far side. And this looks like this is going to be against Mingo. So it'll be a false start against the Miners, and I envision if the play is legal, they're just going to sit there and decline it, and that is exactly what Tug Valley will do. So it'll be third down, about 16, and apparently Mingo's going to burn another timeout here. So that's going to be the second timeout in a row that Mingo Central burns through. We'll be back after this as you're watching Youth League football on the D&D Sports Network.
If you've been catering to an owed injury, or you're tired of them nagging aches and pains, come by and see us at Hill Chiropractic. Dr. Brian Mallory is erasing the pain out of his patients' lives. We look forward to seeing you at one of our locations in Madison and Logan. Hill Chiropractic, making lives better.
And we're back here at Lenore, West Virginia, Mingo Central, Tug Valley Youth League football. Tug Valley in control of this one, Chris Kidd.
Yeah, right now, Mingo struggling to find answers on either side of the ball as they'll hand it off, coming near side. Nice move to the corner, and now getting the edge down the sideline, inside 30, down inside the 25, and pushed out of bounds there.
I can't see that number.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought it was number 6, but we don't have a number 6 on.
I think it's number 5, Trayvon Moore.
Okay, yeah, so it may be Moore on the carry.
Trayvon Moore, number 5. Good run there by Moore.
That'll be a first down for Mingo. Down to 16.5 seconds to go here in the third. So they'll have it at the 23-yard line. Smith will operate out of the shotgun. He'll send out 4 receivers this time. They put Clark in motion, hand it off to him. Clark trying to get outside. He's walled off, but cuts back inside. Finds a lane as he's close to first down yardage. Goes down right near the yardstick.
Good cut by Clark.
And that will bring us to the end of the third quarter, with Mingo Central on the move, but Tug Valley in control. Here leading at 30-8. We'll be back after this as you're watching Youth League football here on the D&D Sports Network.
Southside Buildings and Carports and Southside Shed Hunters of Louisa, Kentucky offers shed hauling services up to 16 by 52 long buildings. We also have lofted cabins, utility cabins, garages, man caves, she sheds that you can customize and order to your wants and needs with many different options such as workbenches, shelving, transom windows, and much more. You can go to the location or buy using 3D Builder's online order system. You can build right from your own home. We offer metal garages and carports that are built to any size and installed right on your property. For more info, call 304-928-0060 or 304-928-0062. Here at Southside Buildings and Carports, we've got you covered.
And we're back here as Tug Valley leads Mingo Central 30-8. But they're knocking on the door.
Chris Kidd here with you, Coach May and Kevin Jones here as well for this first of 3 games today, final regular season game here in the Mingo County Youth Football League. Trying to determine 1 and 2 seeds heading into the tournament as Moore brings it back near side. It's now another flag comes flying in.
I think we're going to get another face mask, Chris Kidd.
Yeah, it's been flags aplenty here in the second half.
No, it's a face mask.
And that could be another face mask against Tug Valley.
There's no power coming through anyway. We pushed that breaker back in and everything.
And that's exactly what we're going to get.
Smokey, can you run it? Probably not.
Tug Valley now will have it, looks to be first and goal inside the 10-yard line. Mingo trying to cut this back to a 2-possession game. Mingo comes to the line of scrimmage. After leading at 8-6, the last 24 points
Yeah, well, and it all started with the Carson Kirk pick six, or the interception, the first interception he had. Then he had the pick six, and
Now Smith in the shotgun here on 1st and goal, gives it off to Clark. Clark, another nice cut, back inside, back outside, and Clark's going to go in for his second touchdown of the afternoon.
is there a flag? I see a flag on the play right about the 10-yard line. That's in the area of holding.
I don't think it's a flag.
Yeah, it looks like maybe that may be something else. It definitely looks like a flag from here, but that may just be another thing that's laying on the field right now. As Mingo will go for 2 to try and get this.
Okay. Well, I was wrong. But it definitely looks like a yellow hanky to me.
Yeah, I'll tell you, it definitely looks like that to me as well. But yeah, apparently that's just something that's laying out onto the field. Must be just some trash that got out there. Now they'll like to go for 2 here, will Mingo. Rolling out with it. Smith gets to the corner, and Smith's going to score, but a flag comes in. As we'll wait and see what this is, as it's been a flag-happy second half here.
I'd be willing to bet these officials don't have supper waiting on them.
I don't think so either. I was going to say, at this rate, we're looking at a 10 p.m. exit, if not later, trying to get out here. This is going to be
offside, Tug Valley, holding, Mingo. Penalties will offset. Replay the extra point.
Now Mingo will have to do it again here.
That was a nice looking play by the Miners too.
Yeah, they had that set up perfectly. And again, the officials huddling up. And like I said, not totally sure what they're discussing after the play. Again, felt like they had everything situated the way they needed to, but now they'll line up for the 2-point attempt yet again.
45 maybe.
Smith will be in the shotgun. Clark next to him. Send a man in motion. They'll hand it off there. Cut back inside, and 2-point conversion is good by C.J. Jackson. It's now a 30-16 game with 7:06 to go here in the fourth quarter. We'll be back after this as you're watching Youth League football on the D&D Sports Network.
If you've been catering to an old injury, or you're tired of them nagging aches and pains, come by and see us at Hill Chiropractic. Dr. Brian Mallory is erasing the pain out of his patients' lives. We look forward to seeing you at one of our locations in Madison and Logan. Hill Chiropractic, making lives better.
And we're back here at Lenore, West Virginia, where you got Mingo Central, Tug Valley, Little League football action. Today's game's brought to you by Smokey Armstrong up here in the booth with us, United Motorsports.
United Motorsports, not
Yeah, well, no, I mean, I said go see Smokey Armstrong at United Motorsports. Danville, Logan, Belfry, Smokey's at all 3 of them at once. He can be everywhere at once. If you need a new dirt toy, Smokey's the guy to come and see. That's all I know.
Thanks, Coach May. There goes that sponsorship money now.
No.
The little squib kick by Mingo, not going to make it 10 yards. He'll die at about the 46-yard line.
I was sitting here looking at Smokey, and it just came out that way. You know what I mean? It's easy done.
I was going to say, Smokey, man, you get lost in those eyes. You can't help it.
Yeah, that's it. Yep.
So now both teams with a touchdown.
Just to clarify, though, we are sponsored today's games by United Motorsports, which Smokey is a big part of there.
There you go.
He's a very big part of what United does.
Yes, we do. We thank Smokey and we thank United Motorsports for allowing us to be here today for these 3 games. And right now, Tug Valley.
Yeah, he will. He's coming to the booth to talk with us during the A game, tell you a little bit about what they got going on over there right now.
Yeah, we are approaching hunting season, so hunting season, trail season, big time of year here in West Virginia. Now on 1st and 10, we get another flag.
We got a new visitor in the booth. I don't know his name, but he came up here and gave me a high five.
And it's going to be a, looks like a legal substitution against Mingo. So that's going to give Tug Valley a free 5 yards. And it's a Tug Valley offense that hasn't needed a whole lot of help today.
No, Tug Valley's offense can fend for themselves, can't they?
Yeah, so any penalties on the Mingo defense, just extra gravy now for this Panther team. So we'll operate under center here on 1st down. They'll hand it off, coming near side. On 1st and 5, able to get to the corner. It's at the 35 and brought down to about the 34-yard line. Good carry there by Elijah Murphy. That should be enough for the 1st down, and it will be. So I believe that's really the first ball carrier we've seen other than Kirk or Dotson here in this game.
So. He done a nice job there. Got a good block out here on the edge as well.
And Tug Valley with his 2-touchdown lead. Going to work on the clock, and they're not going to be in any hurry.
And I guess the referees keep the play clock on the field. Do they have a play clock? They do, but
yeah, they have one in the far end zone, but they haven't been using it today, so I'm not sure if it's operational or not. Now Tug will come to the line of scrimmage, 1st and 10. At about the 33-yard line. Snap it back here on 1st down, taking off to the near side and a couple of yards on the carry. As Kingston Gibson got the carry that time.
And you can tell there the way Gibson was carrying that football. He's got instructions: do not fumble, do not fumble, do not fumble.
Yeah, so he covered that up like his life depended on it.
Absolutely, and as long as Tug Valley can hold on to the ball and not just turn it over or give it back to Mingo, I think they're well on their way to a victory here as they lead by 2 scores with 5 minutes on and running clock.
And they benefited from a couple of interceptions today by Carson Kirk. Set up 1 score, and he had pick 6 on the other.
Man, Dotson showed great speed, great moves, but now Kirk showed some really, really good hands.
Mm-hmm.
He's caught 2 2-point conversions, and like you said, the pick 6 showed great hands, Kirk. And
now he'll reverse field on that handoff, trying to get to the outside.
Good move, good block out there by number 24.
Yeah, it was. That was good sustained blocking out there by Maddox Smith. So that'll end up as a pickup of about 5 on the carry.
And I think Kurt maybe could have cut that one back up and got a little more out of it.
Right now, Mingo really at Tug Valley's beckoning, as they only have 1 timeout they can use the rest of the contest. They had to burn 2 in the first half.
Right, and they burned them back-to-back early in the first.
Yeah, in the third quarter, excuse me.
Third quarter, yeah. Early in the third quarter, they burnt back-to-back timeouts.
Jessica, what's this?
Now it'll be 3rd down and 3. So they'll snap it back. They hand it off. Coming near side and trying to get outside with Smith, and he's just slung to the ground on that play. Good tackle by Ezra Smith.
We got another flag.
Why would he be doing that?
Let's see, it's all the way on the other side of the field, so it's completely away from the play.
Why is he down there even doing that?
So I think they may have Kirk on a face mask for Tug Valley all the way on the other side of the field.
He's just trying to make a block, Chris.
Yeah, I was going to say, those penalties right there will drive you up the wall as a coach because it's nowhere near the play.
And you're going from – so you go from 3rd and 2 to what it would have been a 4th and manageable to about a 4th and 20, 4th and 18.
We've seen Tug Valley have quite a few issues with face masks thus far today. I believe that's the 4th one they've had called on them. So it's going to back them up all the way to the 46-yard line. They need the 24, close to 23, so it's going to be 3rd down about 23 here for the Panthers.
Yeah, my math wasn't very good there, was it?
Well, now another flag comes out along the far side. We're going to get a sideline warning, it looks like, on Tug Valley.
Gee whiz. And for your 28th flag of the game.
I was going to say, I think maybe they've got a quota for how many flags they got to get out here today.
Getting paid by the penalty, paid by the penalty. I mean, I get it. You got to call what you see, but you could probably throw a flag on every single down.
Oh yeah, and usually football,
yes,
easily. Now we're going to get another stoppage. Well, Tug Valley was ready to go, but now we get an official's timeout. Looks like they just needed to confer. I think now it's fourth
down. It is. Well, I mean the personal. That's a loss of down penalty.
Yeah, so it is 4th down instead here. Tug Valley will go for it. He's taking it to the outside is Dodson. Dodson has a little room, trying to find more space. Now cuts back inside, and he'll pick up about 6 yards. But it'll be a turnover on downs now for Tug Valley.
And Tug Valley, they ran quite a bit of clock. They didn't get the points on the board, but still they eat up most of the 4th quarter there.
We want to thank United Motorsports helping us bring you the action here today. It's Chris Kidd, Coach May, Kevin Jones here with you. And again, we've got our second game coming up following this contest, as it'll be the youngest kids, 6 and 7-year-olds, coming out. And then we'll have the A teams to finish things out later on this evening.
Guys, put in the comments who you think should be your Tug Valley Wellness Clinic player of the game. We will select one at the end of each of these, the B, C, and A games. Let us know who you think it should be.
Now we get another flag.
I know who I think it shouldn't be.
This will be a false start.
False start, Mingo.
So that'll make it a 1st and 15 now for Mingo.
Yeah. I mean,
Mingo's got to have a score, and they've got to have it quick on this possession if they want to have any hope of trying to come back in this game. So give it off near side. Nice cut back into the middle, but not a whole lot there after the fact.
C.J. Jackson, I think, was on the carry there, Chris.
Yeah. He's had a couple of 2-point conversion runs that have been successful here thus far. That'll be a pick of about 2 on the carry. 2nd down and 13 for the Miners. We're down to 2:50 and counting here in the 4th quarter. And Tug Valley brings in a couple of substitutions as well along the defensive line.
And as you stated earlier, Mingo really hurt themselves by having to take those 2 timeouts early on in the half.
Yeah, because right now they don't really have a whole lot of support on how to stop the clock at the moment. Again, looks like some confusion here by Mingo, and now they're going to get whistled for another flag as a false start against basically everybody on the offensive line except the offensive line for Mingo.
Well, the center got down, was ready to snap the ball, got up, walked back. I mean.
So now they'll wind the clock again as it'll be second down and about 18 now for the Miners. They've only got one timeout remaining, trailing by 2 touchdowns. Smith will keep it. Tries to cut outside, now cuts back inside. Good move by him, and he'll be brought down just across the 35 at about the 36-yard line for a pickup of about 3 on the carry. And the clock continues to roll here on the Miners. Down to a minute 35 and counting as Mingo tries to go a little bit quicker now. Send Clark in motion, but instead we're going to get a stoppage.
I'm not sure. Well, that I don't see a flag on the play.
I don't know if that was a uniform infraction or what, but they send number 12 off for Tug Valley.
And then they sent a kid off for Mingo, too.
Ready to go here on third down and long for the Miners as they'll give it off to Clark. Clark's got both touchdowns so far today for the Miners. As he gets towards the sideline, he's walled off over there, and he's just got nowhere to go as the clock continues to wind now.
Pretty good defense over there by number 24, Smith, 13, Kirk, Dotson. Good job by the Panthers.
Yeah, that was good discipline on the outside there. Again, Clark's had good cutbacks all day long. And that time they just ensured that he was not going to have anywhere to go to. As Mingo Central gets ready for what could be their final offensive play of the day. 47 seconds and counting. Smith will come to the line of scrimmage. So send Clark in motion as all sorts of movement along the line of scrimmage that time.
I'm confused of what happened there. Mingo, I think they started running the play before the ball was snapped.
Yeah, I'm like you. It looked like everybody was in motion before the ball actually even left the center's hands.
So somebody told me that the Mingo A team had not lost the game yet.
I tell you, everybody's been hyping up the A-team game between these two.
Yeah, I said Mingo hadn't lost the game in maybe a couple years. They're 18.
If so, then the Tug Valley A-team's got their hands full here today.
And Tug Valley's A-team has only lost 1, I think. So
down to 20 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. They'll hand it off. Clark reverses back, coming to the near side. Clark gets upfield to the 35, the 40, but he's going to be brought down there.
Dotson and Kirk again. They've been the two all day, right?
They really have. And I think that's kind of what we look at for our Tug Valley Wellness Center player of the game. I think you kind of got to give it to both of them,
yeah.
Dotson and Kirk.
I mean, we can do offensive and defensive maybe. I mean, because both of them have played lights out for sure.
Yeah, as we said, Kirk had 2 interceptions today.
The pick 6, had a sack. I mean, but Dotson has ran wild on offense, so.
I agree. So it's hard to differentiate or say one deserved it more than the other. But, yeah, those two did a great job on both sides of the ball today. So those are your Tug Valley Wellness Center players of the game. They'll come out and run one more play here as Tug Valley does
the victory formation.
I was going to say they don't have to do anything but run off these last 9 seconds, and that's exactly what Dotson will do as he takes a knee. And that will do it for this B-team contest as Tug Valley wins it 30-16 over Mingo Central. We're going to step aside for a break, and when we come back, it'll be time for the C-team contest between Mingo Central and Tug Valley as you're watching Youth League football action right here on the D&D Sports Network.
Yeah, we do want to let everyone, we will be on a separate stream for the C-team game than the A-team game.